Welcome to the Niji channel. As you come in, just go ahead and listen for a few minutes, decide whether you want to like it, and subscribe. With this particular broadcast or production, I decided to test out AI, and what I found out is that it is amazing. I wanted AI to come up with a way to build a website/app for a particular community, and it did just that. So I'm getting ready to walk you through what I've learned thus far, and you can certainly afterwards implement it for yourself. Just note that there are various steps, whereas you will need to pay. That is, pay to implement a particular step. You can follow along, but eventually you will need to either download, log in, etc., and eventually pay. But the payment is within reason that anyone who has a 9-to-5 could certainly implement it themselves. AI will write it all out for you, and just take notes as I walk you through it in AI's voice, of course. But so here we go. And just before I actually continue, just note that I've ordered some new mics, as my mic has been dropped a few times, so I've ordered new mics. I'm waiting on them, but as I speak, the volume is at a different setting, and as AI speaks, it can be pretty loud. So I'm just going to make 1 to 2 adjustments, and we'll go from there. Thanks.
That's a fantastic idea. Building an app to empower the Black African American community and foster economic growth and knowledge sharing is a very worthwhile project. Here's a breakdown of how we can approach this, along with the technologies we could use. 1. Core features. E-commerce platform. We can use platforms like Shopify or Magento to create an online marketplace where businesses and individuals within the community can sell goods and services. These platforms offer built-in features for product listings, shopping carts, payment processing, and order management. Blog. A blog can be integrated into the e-commerce platform or built separately using WordPress or other content management systems. It will be a space for sharing news, stories, educational content, and promoting community events. Social media community. Integrating social media features like forums, groups, and direct messaging will allow users to connect, share ideas, and build relationships. We can consider platforms like Discourse or BuddyPress for this. Zoom integration. Zoom's API allows us to integrate video conferencing functionality directly into the app. This will enable webinars, seminars, and one-on-one meetings within the community. 2. Technology stack. Front-end. We'll use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to build the user interface. React, Vue, or Angular can be used for a more interactive and dynamic experience. Backend. Node.js with Express.js is a popular choice for building scalable and efficient web applications. Database. MongoDB or PostgreSQL can be used to store user data, product information, blog posts, and other app data. Cloud hosting. AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure provide reliable hosting and serverless functions to deploy and manage the app. 3. Development steps. Planning. Detailed planning of features, user flows, and design. Front-end development. building the user interface and user experience. Back-end development, setting up the server, database, and API endpoints. E-commerce integration, integrating the chosen e-commerce platform. Social media and Zoom integration, implementing community features and video conferencing. Testing and deployment, thorough testing and deployment to the chosen hosting platform. 4. Additional considerations. Security. Implement robust security measures to protect user data and transactions. Scalability. Design the app to handle a growing user base and increasing traffic. Mobile optimization. Ensure the app is responsive and works seamlessly on mobile devices. Accessibility. Adhere to accessibility guidelines to make the app inclusive for all users. This is a high-level overview of the project. I'm ready to dive deeper into specific aspects, write code snippets, and provide detailed instructions as you need. What part of the app would you like to start with? Perhaps we could begin by setting up the basic structure of the e-commerce platform or designing the user interface for the social media community.
After reading it from top to bottom, I then asked AI to begin by setting up the basic structure of the e-commerce platform for designing the user interface for the social media community. And this is what it said.
Let's start by designing the user interface, UI, for the social media community aspect of your app. A well-designed UI will be crucial to encourage user engagement and interaction. 1. Wireframing. Before we jump into coding, it's helpful to create a basic wireframe to visualize the layout and structure of the social media community pages. This can be a simple sketch or a digital mock-up using tools like Balsamiq or Figma. Here's a possible structure. Newsfeed. A central feed displaying posts from other users, groups, and the admin. Each post could include text, images, videos, and options for liking, commenting, and sharing. User profiles. Each user has a profile page with their information, profile picture, a list of their posts, and options to connect or message them. Groups. Users can create or join groups based on interests or topics. Each group has its own feed and member list. Direct messaging. A private messaging feature for one-on-one or group conversations. Notifications. A notification system to alert users about new messages, comments, friend requests, and group activities. 2. UI design. Now let's think about the visual design. Here are some key considerations. Color scheme. Choose colors that resonate with the community and evoke a sense of belonging and empowerment. You could consider Pan-African colors, red, black, and green, or other colors that hold cultural significance. Typography. Select fonts that are clear, easy to read, and reflect the overall tone of the community. Visual hierarchy. Use visual cues like font size, color, and spacing to guide the user's eye and highlight important information. Accessibility. Ensure the design is accessible to users with disabilities by using sufficient color contrast, alternative text for images, and keyboard navigation. 3. Technology choices. For building the social media UI, we have several options. React, a popular JavaScript library for building dynamic and interactive user interfaces. Vue.js, another powerful JavaScript framework known for its ease of use and flexibility. Angular, a comprehensive framework for building complex web applications. We'll choose the best option based on your preferences and the specific needs of the project. 4. Next steps. Once we have a clear vision for the UI design, we can start coding the front end. I can provide you with code snippets and guidance on using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or a chosen framework, to create the various components of the social media community. Would you like me to create a sample wireframe or mock-up for you to review? Or would you prefer to jump right into coding a specific component, like the news feed or user profile page?
I just wanted to make sure of what to ask AI next, so I went back from top to bottom to this part here, making sure that I didn't miss a beat, and this is what AI then created for me. AI created for me. So we'll start with, because I actually have already set the width of my screen sharing, I'm only able to show you what is within the box. So here's the thumbnail, and I'll go through all 6 or 7 of them. Here's the thumbnail. As you can see right here to the left, it says thumbnail. Right? And then the home news feed. This is the post details. This is the profile details. This is the follower listing. This is the notifications. This is the chats. And this is who is active now. And this is a video call. This is the inbox, going back to that first one. And the video calls. Okay, moving on to the next. After thoroughly making sure I didn't miss a step, reading everything, and asked it to create a basic wireframe to visualize the layout and structure of the social media community pages. I stated I would prefer a central news feed displaying posts from other users, groups, and the admin. Also enable each post the ability to include text, images, videos, and options for liking, commenting, and sharing. The user has their profile width. Somehow I cut something off there. Alright, so and this is what AI said.
Okay, I've created a basic wireframe for the social media community pages, keeping your preferences in mind. Home page, newsfeed. Header, displays the app logo, search bar, notifications icon, and user profile picture. Newsfeed, central area showing posts from users, groups, and the admin. Each post includes user's profile picture and name, post text, images, or videos, buttons for like, comment, and share. Timestamp. Sidebar may include create post button, trending topics or hashtags, suggested groups to join, advertisements, optional, user profile page, header, similar to the home page header, profile section, user's profile picture and cover photo, user's name and bio, buttons to connect or message, stats, e.g., number of posts, followers, following, tabs, separate tabs for posts, displays the user's posts in reverse chronological order. About, shows additional user information, optional. Groups, lists the groups the user has joined. Group page, header, similar to the home page header. Group information, group name and cover photo. Group description, join group or leave group button. Member count, tabs. Feed, displays posts from group members. Members, lists all group members. Events, shows upcoming group events, optional. Messaging, conversation list, shows a list of the user's conversations. Message area, displays messages within a selected conversation. Input area, allows the user to type and send messages. Notifications, a notification icon in the header shows a badge with the number of unread notifications. Clicking the icon opens a drop-down or a separate page listing all notifications. Notifications can be categorized, e.g., messages, comments, friend requests, group activities. Key considerations. Mobile responsiveness. The design should adapt seamlessly to different screen sizes. Visual hierarchy. Use font sizes, colors, and spacing to guide the user's eye. Accessibility. Ensure the design is accessible to users with disabilities. This wireframe provides a basic visual representation of the social media community pages. We can now refine this further based on your feedback and preferences. What do you think of this initial structure? Are there any specific areas you'd like to modify or add?
So two, see one, two. The other two before I show you the deployment. So the first one I showed you that will cost you very within reason, the pricing, the cost of AI initially, but then what I asked the AI, that first one, there's a cost there, and I'll show you the other two now. Okay, so this is the subscriptions if you want to, subscribe or basically pay each and every month. And so you got the free version, as you can see. And again, we are on the wireframing, right? This one is called justandmind.com, right? For the wireframing. You also have the standard, which is $9. Okay, give you a moment to read that. You also have the professional version. It's $19. And you have the enterprise for $39. These are monthly subscription pricing. Again, monthly subscription pricing. There's something in business, it's called pay the cost to be the boss. So there's with this wireframing underneath the URL, just in mind. Again, this is the second thing you'll need to add as AI walk you through to create your own website / app. The one that I will choose is the perpetual licensing, and this is the cost for it. You have a free version, and that's what you get there. This is for your wireframing. This is the beginning, second phase of the beginning. And perpetual is basically you will only have to pay for it once, and it will live with you forever. Standard version is $295. The professional version has advanced features. Standard has advanced interaction design and collaboration. The professional has the advanced features and specifications. And if you're the big dog, bigger than the professionals, you're going to go with the enterprise. It's collaborate on your internal servers and take full control. Alrighty. And that's the second phase for the wireframing of what AI has walked us through. So again, you want to pay on a monthly basis, or you want to buy it one time and have it forever. Third phase, according to AI, is the wireframing Instagram or wireframing. This is your feeds and your communication, texting, a whole bunch of other things. Third phase and near final phase, but not quite. So here we go. All right. So this is your chatting and all that other stuff. But again, it's not Instagram. It's what the big boys use to get their platform up and running. You can do it too, right? You can pretty much build whatever you want. Again, there's a sign up for all three that I've walked through thus far. Prior to signing up for the first of three, this is the third. The first you want to do is to get set up with AI. All right. And I don't believe I can click on these. And if I were to increase it as it's showing here, I don't know how much it's going to show within the screen. So let's see. Hey, there you go. All right. So this is scene 1, scene 2, 3, 4. And again, all of this, phase 1, 2, and 3 that I've walked through thus far are or is the back end of things. This is not the front end. I'll get to the front end momentarily. All right, so scene 5, scene 6, scene 7. Let's go ahead and lower the stone. Increase this. All right, and again, this is what the back end, well, looks like the front end, but this is the front end of the back end. Does that make any sense? All right, so, and then these are examples. It's not necessarily Instagram, okay? All right, so you got an e-commerce. You're able to, this is like what you see there. I believe this is video. This is video. All of your subscribers / friends, and of course your texting, etc. Right? So there we go. And let's get to the next part of what I asked AI to do. I asked AI, well, or I told AI, the initial structure is well put together as I had asked. There are no specific areas to modify or add. I stated the initial structure is well put together as I had asked. There are no specific areas to modify or add. Next, I would like to think about the visual design. I would like you to add the Pan-African colors, red, black, green, And of course I added blue as well. And blue. Select fonts that are clear, easy to read, and reflect the overall tone of the community. Use visual clues or cues like, and let's let AI speak.
Excellent. I'm ready to help you bring your vision to life with a vibrant and engaging visual design. Color palette. We'll incorporate the Pan-African colors, red, black, green, and blue, to create a visually appealing and culturally relevant design. Here's how we can use them. Primary color. Black can serve as the base color for the overall design, providing a sense of sophistication and strength. Accent colors. Red, green, and blue can be used strategically to highlight important elements, create visual interest, and guide the user's attention. For example, red, for call to action buttons, notifications, and important alerts. Green, to indicate positive actions, successful submissions, or online status. Blue, for links, headings, and interactive elements. Typography. We need to choose fonts that are legible and reflect the tone of the community. Here are a few options. Oswald, a bold and impactful sans serif font that can be used for headings and titles. Open Sans, a clean and versatile sans serif font suitable for body text and general content. Roboto, another popular sans serif font with a modern and approachable feel. We can experiment with different font combinations to find the perfect balance of readability and visual appeal. Visual hierarchy. To guide the user's eye and highlight important information, we'll use font size. Larger font sizes for headings and titles, smaller sizes for body text and less important information. Color contrast. Use contrasting colors to make key elements stand out. For example, white text on a black background or red buttons on a black background. Spacing. Use white space effectively to create visual breathing room and separate different sections of the page. Accessibility. We'll prioritize accessibility by color contrast. Ensure sufficient contrast between text and background colors for users with visual impairments. Alternative text for images. Provide descriptive alternative text for all images so that screen readers can convey the information to visually impaired users. Keyboard navigation. Make sure all interactive elements can be accessed and used with a keyboard for users who cannot use a mouse. Technology choice. While Angular is a robust framework, Vue.js might be a more suitable choice for this project due to its ease of use, flexibility, and gentle learning curve. It's particularly well suited for building interactive user interfaces and single-page applications. Next steps. Now that we have a visual design direction, I can start creating some sample UI elements using Vue.js to showcase how these design principles can be implemented in code. Would you like me to create a sample mockup of the newsfeed or the user profile page using Vue.js and the design elements we discussed?
Feed or the user profile page using Vue.js and the design elements discussed. So from here we'll go ahead and create a second video because as human beings, a lot of us have short attention spans. This will go on for another hour almost. So I will end it here and immediately create a second video. Thanks for your time. Please like the video, become a subscriber, and share it if you'd like. Thanks again for your time. Appreciate it. We can eventually unite. And let's see, what do I got here? actually wanted to, in no way was I indicating that you, yes, you, the one that's listening, has a short attention span. I was speaking in general. Okay? All right. So thanks again. Please subscribe. Join the channel.